Hello, my name is Ajay Agrawal. I'm a professor at the University of Toronto, where I founded the Creative Destruction Lab. In November 1989, I was a student at the University of British Columbia in Vancouver. I explored many things as a child. I bounced around from idea to idea, from astronaut to scientist to policeman to fireman. I ended up as a professor, and so I don't think I ever wished to be a professor, and so in that respect, nothing came true. But at a more meta level, I think it did, because one of the virtues of being a professor is that it allows you to pursue your interests, that profession. And so today I focus on the economics of artificial intelligence. That was not even really a subfield of the discipline when I began. And so as different topics come up that are of great interest, this is a profession that enables me to pursue those interests. The problem my research addresses is science getting stuck in the silo of scientists and not making it out into society where products and services can be developed in a manner that benefits humankind. And the way that we address those is by enhancing the entrepreneurial process. We've created what we call a functioning market for judgment. Judgment being how to prioritize what's important in turning a scientific idea into a product. The number one essence of my research concerns the importance of judgment. That we think of judgment as the ability for an entrepreneur to identify what are the most important elements in building their business. So an entrepreneur often wakes up in the morning, they've got 1,000 things on their list that they could be doing to build their business, and they have to pick from the list because they don't have the bandwidth to do all those 1,000 things. And the act of picking the list, of identifying what's the most important thing, which thing will most reduce the risk of failure, is judgment. And so the problem that we're solving is that there is no well-functioning market for judgment. There's a market failure. A market failure is a term economists use to describe when there are willing buyers and willing sellers, but something's preventing the market from clearing. In the case of judgment, there's people who need judgment. Those are the first-time entrepreneurs. The people who have judgment, those are the experienced entrepreneurs, but there's no market mechanism. So in other words, a new entrepreneur can't just walk off the university campus to the downtown of their city and buy 5 units of judgment. It's not for sale. So what we've worked on is developing a market design in order to facilitate the market for judgment. A society will benefit from our research in a quite direct way, which is we're taking a resource that has typically been underutilized, and that is insights from scientific findings, and enabling those to be utilized in a way that benefits society. In our case, by taking those scientific findings and helping entrepreneurs turn those into products and services that benefit people. Many questions remain unanswered. One of the most important words in the title of our organization, Creative Destruction Lab, is the word lab. And so we're always testing ideas, experimenting, and trying new things. And in particular, one of the things we're most focused on right now is how do we adapt, modify the model that we've developed for commercializing, for example, artificial intelligence, and utilizing it for other disciplines like in biology, for example. There are many things that keep me lying awake at night, but probably the most important is we think a lot about the social impact of accelerating the commercialization of science. Many of these things have a lot of positive benefits for society. So, for example, artificial intelligence, many ways in which that can benefit society. But also there are many risks and many potential downsides. And so sometimes people compare it to fire or electricity. In other words, it's not inherently good or bad. It can be used for both. And so we often think about, and when we accelerate these things, is society prepared to benefit from all the good it can bring, but at the same time to manage the potential downsides or risks? Well, my mother finds it very intriguing. She likes to hear and learn about what is quantum computing and how does it work, and artificial intelligence and blockchain and things like that. And my children love it because they are interested in things like robots. And my friends are inspired. A lot of them really enjoy hearing about things that start off as ideas on napkins and in a reasonably short period of time turn into products and businesses.